as is, your Pixel host Vase here, and I'm here to proudly present to you our first installment of our all-new 2019's Thanksgiving trick videos. In here I got tricks, pranks, gags, and magic from numbers 1 to 16. Without any further ado, let's make those praying hands, and let's pray right into these 16 tricks. I'll see you inside for the rest of the video. Okay, then I'm inside. As it is, I'm gonna need my cookbook. Gonna take a look at it. As it is, I'm gonna actually look for a cool recipe right here, right now. Okay, let me see what is going to be. What shall I make? Well, as it is, let's make our way into our first recipe. And that is the pink stretched small pumpkin magic trick. Here's what this will stretch like. So here I got my little small pumpkin here. Just to put this into my hand here. Going just to take that pumpkin like this. You can see this pumpkin here. Watch. And by magic, I stretch it into a hook. So how did I do that with this one small pumpkin? Well, as it is, I'm about to reveal the pumpkin secret to you right now. All you need is what you're going to see here. And that is two different pumpkins. One's an actual squash, that's in the color of a pumpkin. All you need is a small pumpkin, and you're good to go. Here's going to be the stretch, and here's just going to be just as is. Here's the handling. Okay, so make your way down here. I'm going to show you. What you want to do is you're going to palm this into your hand, like this. Take your small pumpkin and hold it just like this. That way it looks nice and natural. Take your small pumpkin, place it into your hand. Keep it there as now you center this upward like this. I'll pull this out. This will mask as this. Pull. Use your fingers to hide and just rotate and stretch the pumpkin. This now is in retention mode. As you pass this out, place this into your pocket of your pants as you present this after it is done. After the trick is through, you can take a look at it for inspection. As it is, you can see here, and look what it's doing on my shirt. It's actually making a shadow. The Thanksgiving shadow that you'll see here on my Thanksgiving t-shirt. And right there is how you do the pinched, stretched, small pumpkin magic trick. Wow. Hey, it even says that you could use one of these things for like making like a pumpkin soup. I wonder, maybe a pumpkin pie. Wow. Very pumpkinly delicious. Okay, so now let's get on to our delicious number 2 here in my cookbook. And that is the magic home style tea light and coin magic trick. Here's what this will tea light like. See here? I got my gold here. Watch this rest just onto here just like this. Watch. And by magic, by the use of my candle, it changes into a Canadian coin. So how did I get this candle to do that? As it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. For this, you're going to need is 2 different color coins. One a gold one, and one a different color one. Make sure they're exactly the same. Next for this you'll need is a nice tea light candle. That you'll see just right here. What you want to do here is you're going to put on a bit of tape, scotch tape or masking tape onto the bottom. You can get these candles at your local Buckle 2 or where they ever sell candles in the candles section. Okay, what you're going to do here is you're going to put your change underneath and the gold coin just on top, like this, and hold like that. That way, this does not accidentally fall out, like this. You're going to take your candle and take your lighter and give the candle a light. Okay, here you're going to do is you're going to be very quick. Just rest it down. It'll stick. Hold your hand over and go upward. And by magic, changing that gold coin and changing it into a Canadian coin that you'll see just right here. A really cool home style magic trick that you could do with just a nice tea light candle and a gold coin, and have it change into a Canadian coin. And that in the cookbook is how you do the magic home style tea light and coin magic trick. Now here we're going to now is bake our way into our third trick here in my cookbook, and that is the magic small pumpkin home basket magic trick. Here's this pumpkin and home basket basket like. Okay, so here I got one small pumpkin. And I got this basket that you'll see just here, completely empty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just take this lid in my hand. I'm going to place this like directly into my pocket. Okay, so now it's not there. You can see again. I'm going to just actually just take this and just give this a close. Like this. Watch. And by magic, it appears in the home style basket. So how to get this pumpkin to come from my pocket and into here, as it is I'm about to reveal the secret. For this, you're going to need is 2 small pumpkins at this time. Then you'll need is a home style basket that looks like this, nice and woven, and has a nice design onto it, as you can see just right here. Okay, what I just want to do here first is you are going to palm the first pumpkin into your hand and hold the other one out. This can be closed and held in like this. One is to be seen, pass it around, and pass the basket around for basket inspection. Take it out and show. What it's going to do is going to cover this pumpkin in with this immediately as a covering. So the pumpkin, place this into your pocket just like this. So you're going to see me putting it into my pocket like that. Okay, so you're going to see an empty spot here. What it's going to do is you're going to use your thumb, hold the pumpkin, place in the inside, and let it drop into the basket and cover the lid. And then snap your fingers. Keep it like this. Take off the top. And by magic, the pumpkin jumps right back into the basket after the pumpkin was put into your pocket. And now it's in the basket that you'll see just here. Once it's done, both can be passed around for further pumpkin and basket inspection. And that right there is how you do the magic small pumpkin home basket magic trick. Okay, no going down to our next recipe here in my cookbook. And that is coming to our fourth trick. And that is the Thanksgiving salt shaker prank gag. Is that this Thanksgiving salt shaker will look like. Okay, you can see here I got my plate of Brussels sprouts, and on that I have some butter here. You guys can take a look at it. As it is done, I would love to have salt upon this. I'm gonna actually what is this? Okay. I've been chickened. Oh, that was a good one. If you want to know how this is done, as it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. Here is how this one was done. For this, you'll need is a rubber chicken, a salt shaker. Then you're going to cut the top off of it, and you're going to fill it up with salt. Here you can see the salt that's on my plate. Okay, so here is how to pull this off. Okay, so you're going to make sure you have salt into here. You're going to place your little chicken in here, just like this. Very simple. Like that. And you can say if you want to put some salt on, or they're going to put their salt on as well too. So the plate of Brussels sprouts actually made this. It's actually a fake butter. And I made these Brussels sprouts by just using some brown paper bag and painting it green and white for the tops. That way it looks like a natural color and text of a real Brussels sprout, and not just that, the plate and the nice rustic red fork that you'll see just here. Okay, so what we're going to do here is going to take your real plate or a made up plate just like this, and you get to go. What you want to do here is you're going to pass the salt, or they can have the salt, and they're not going to pay attention to this, because all they're going to do is they're going to actually dump it out, because their attention is to dumping the salt. They're not going to pay attention to this. So you're going to dump the salt like this. It dumps out, and then what comes out with the salt but a rubber chicken that you'll see just right here. A really clever prank gag that you could do and pull off at the dinner table. And it makes perfect for Thanksgiving. You got your chicken, and you got your Brussels sprouts, and of course, here's your block of butter that you'll see here on my plate. And that right there is how you do the Thanksgiving salt shaker prank gag. What is shaker? That was. Okay, what else is shaking? Well, as is coming into our shake number 5 off of my nice cookbook that I'm reading from, and that is the magic wooden stir spoon trick. Is that this wooden spoon will stir like. You can see I'm holding my spoon, my stir stick right here. Spoon. Watch this. Wow. That was definitely home style. How is this one done? As it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. The secret in this is extremely simple. I'm going to teach you how this one is done right now. All you need is a wooden stir stick that looks just like this. What you want to do is you're going to break it, snap it. Why? You want to have grooves into here. Why? Because it's going to interlock when you move it into place. So make sure you get the grooves. And then have it to lock in between the two. Use this. Match up with the cuts and the grooves of the spoon. Like that. That way it looks nice and full. Hide and pinch. Let loose of these fingers as you put your hand underneath. And by magic, it starts to melt, breaking. Once it's done, snap your fingers. And then just drop this into your hand. It is a really cool trick that you could do in the kitchen. As well as around the home with this one. Very home styled and very easy to do. Because all you need is this one thing, and that is a wooden stir spoon that you'll see just here. And that right there is how you do the magic wooden stir spoon trick. Now coming from my cookbook directly to you. And that is putting us right down to our recipe number 6. And that is a Thanksgiving silk to corn magic trick. Here's what this silk to corn will kernel-like. You can see I got my nice yellow silk here. I'm going to actually just take this and place this into my fist. Just like this. Make sure you get it all the way in. Like this. Okay. Getting close to being in. Make sure I get this all. Okay, so my silk is now into my fist. Okay, watch. And by magic, the silk turns into a cob of corn. So how did I get that silk to change into this? As is, I'm about to reveal the secret. All you need is what you're going to see here. And that is a yellow silk and a salt shaker like corn. Or a fake corn you're going to do is going to hollow it out. That way the silk can easily fit in the inside. It'll create the hollow for this to fit. What you want to do is you're going to hold your thumb to the hole and hold the silk just like this. Hand empty. Place this in. Like that. Show the other hand empty. Holding the silk like this. Using your Peter pointer finger. And just now shoving it into the hole of the corn. Make sure that this is concealed nice and well. Once it's in, all the way, you're going to use your hand, hold the corn, rotate up, and pull up. And by magic, the yellow silk turns into a cob of corn. Sweet corn. Sweet. And that right there is how you do the Thanksgiving silk to corn magic trick. Then I'm bringing us down to our 7th number on my recipes in my cookbook here. And that is the Happy Thanksgiving Moo Cow trick prank. Here's what this moo cow will moo like. So here I got my moo cow here. I take my cup here. Watch. By magic, it gives me a little bit of milk. So how did I get this cow to deliver the milk in this cup? as it is I'm about to reveal the secret. Here's what you're going to need to make Moo Cow magic. Okay, so all you need here is a nice little straw hat. You're going to tape it on to this block of a cow. What you want to do is you're going to tape a vial onto the back of it with some nice, good, strong tape. What you'll need is some milk. Because you obviously know where milk comes from. You got it. A cow. Okay, what you want to do is you're going to preload this into your vial, just like this. Okay, so here, up, and just give it a fill. You don't need that much, you can see it's just right here, and you're good to go. So what you want to do is you're going to turn this closest to you. Like that, you're going to hold the cow just like this. What you're going to do here is you're going to take your cup and you're going to dump this. The head will tilt down and you end up doing this. Like that. So that way it gives the illusion that the milk is coming from the cow's mouth and ends up into your cup that you'll see just right here. A really clever prank game that you could do for Thanksgiving because it involves the moo cow and its milk. And that right there has been delicious. That there will be good one you could do for the kids of all ages as well as adults too. And that right there is how you do the Happy Thanksgiving Moo Cow trick prank. They're straight from my cookbook, putting us to our 8th recipe onto it, and that is the Thanksgiving Magic Basket Cup Magic Trick. And so this basket cup will basket-like. Okay, so here I got my basket cup, and I got this nice fancy looking egg pine cone. I'm gonna place this in the inside just like this. Watch this. It actually is something pretty magical. Watch. And by magic, it floats. So how did I get this to do this? By the use of this basket cup. As it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. All you need is this nice rustic looking cup basket that looks just like this. Nice and woven. And then you need is a pine cone. It is a crab pine cone and has a stem. What I want to do is going to tape some monofilament, also known as fishing line, onto it. Nice and good. What I want to do is attach it to an elastic band. That you'll see just here. You're going to thread this into your thumb just a few times like this. That way it will look like this. What you want to do is have this into your hand. Show the basket, place this in the inside just like this. And then what you got to do is you just use your finger and just carefully let it rise. And by magic, it starts to float in mid-space. And then end off by doing that. A really cool thing you could do for Thanksgiving. Cheers. Another home-style magic trick that would definitely make them feel nice and warm at home. And that right there is how you do the Thanksgiving Magic Basket Cup Magic Trick. Coming down to our next one, to our 9th one, here on our first installment, and that is the Thanksgiving Pumpkin to Orange Magic Trick. And so this pumpkin to orange will orange-like. So I place this into my hand just like this. Gonna just put this in my hand. Watch. And by magic, the pumpkin turns into an orange. So how to get that pumpkin to turn into an orange? As it is, I'm about to reveal the pumpkin secret to you right now. And so you're going to need to make pumpkin magic. For this, you'll need is a small pumpkin and an orange. This happens to be is my sponge orange. What I want to do is going to start off with your orange like this into your hand. Palming it like this. Holding your pumpkin like this. With your pinching fingers. From here, what it's going to do is going to take your pumpkin after passing it around, placing it in, use your thumb, and doing that. Putting this directly into your pocket at a slant. They'll know that the pumpkin is in here. Snap of your fingers. Open up. And by magic, the pumpkin turns into an orange. From a pumpkin into an orange. You can do this one to a sponge orange or a real orange. But makes the perfect magic trick that you could do around the dinner table, as well as in the kitchen. And that right there is how you do the Thanksgiving magic pumpkin to orange magic trick. Coming down now to our 10th one, and that is the magic home style rope and autumn vase magic trick. Is it this autumn vase, Will? Vase like. So here I got my nice autumn vase, you can see here, and I got my rope. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just place my rope in the inside of this. Like this, you can see me actually putting in my rope just like this. Okay, so you guys can see, just going to make sure I get it all the way inside there. Just got to go like this, get it all down. That. Okay. Now that I got it in, check this out. And by magic, it does this. So how did I get this to do that? As it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. The secret in this is very simple. All you need is this autumn vase. It has a nice narrow entrance, and the rope, actually the trick is not just that, it's in the rope. The rope is a little bit more thicker on here with a little bit of tape. This is magician's rope, by the way. What you want to do is you're going to use this thing here, going to place it in like this, and if you let go, it's just going to stay there. You'll see just right here, because of this being a little bit thicker. But make sure it still has, you pack it down to get it inside there. Show the rope for inspection, and this is all inspectable. Placing the inside just like this, and just give it a twist. So that way, you see you actually putting in the rope. Like this. What you're going to do is you're going to hold it, you're going to let go and drop, and by magic, it links itself onto the rope, and it stays there. And you'll see just right here, because of here, now stopping up where the neck is, just right here. Once it's done, just give it a pull, and it comes out of the vase very easily. A cool autumn magic trick that you could do, not as that, I pulled that one out of the book, literally. And that right there is how you do the magic home style rope and autumn vase magic trick. Now heading down to our 12th one, and that is the Thanksgiving home style flipper trick. Here's what this flipper will flip like. Man. And that right there will definitely go great. I definitely will need a flipper when I'm doing baking like this. As it is, here it is. And into my kitchen, here I am. And out here is the flipper, nice and red. And let's take this flipper here, watch. and by magic, I restore it in a flash. So how I do this, as it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. All you need is a flipper. Now it's any flipper, a plastic one. You're gonna break it and snap it, that way it is easily to fold and it springs really nicely like this. What you want to do is have the flipper just like this. Use a hand and your palm, put it back here, and go like this. Use your hand, fold this down. Hold your hand over like this, and then straighten it like that. So from here, all you see is the flipper, that, so, and then I'm doing that. That's all there is to it. It's a very simple trick that you could do in the kitchen and surprising everyone with the magic home flipper that you'll see just right here. Because of the flipper, let's flip this flipper. I just had to. And that right there is how you do the Thanksgiving home style flipper trick. Wonder Flipper! Oh, here's a classic one for you guys that goes into a wooden spoon. You're going to get your hand involved in this one. And coming into our recipe number 12. And that is the wooden serve spoon to the hand family trick. Here's what this spoon to the hand will hand like. So you can see my nice wooden spoon. Okay, it's completely clear and empty. And just actually just hold this spoon just like this. Okay, just actually just do something pretty magical. Watch this. Okay. Now you can just do it again. You can see that my finger was just holding it. Now it's that. We're gonna just take my hand away and go to hold. Watch. Look at that. So how am I getting this to do this? As it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. The secret of this is extremely simple. I'm going to teach you how this one is done right now. All you need is a wooden syrup spoon that looks just like this, nice and home style. What you'll need for this is a little bit of Scotch tape or double-sided tape. What you want to do is stick this onto the back of the spoon like this. This here happens to be a classic. Like this. So here is the setup. Very simple. What you want to do is you're going to hold the spoon like this. Or like this. It's entirely up to you. So your hands, pass the spoon in, hold it down, and press this in, like this. So here, back, hold, and then so. Then so that there, once I see a finger, this now is already taped onto your hand. It's going to actually press this in and lock it in place, nice and firm. Peel away, holding this like this. In grip mode with your fist. Let go. And by magic, this wooden stir spoon has magically been sticking onto your hand. You also show it like this as well too. Watch them be stunned and surprised when they see you pulling a nice home style magic trick with just a wooden syrup spoon that you'll see just right here. After the trick is done, take this off, take the tape off, and pass the syrup spoon around for spoon inspection. Cool one you can do for the adults as well as kids of all ages. And into my cookbook, reading off, and that is how you do the wooden syrup spoon to the hand family trick. Our next family number, coming from my cookbook right to you, and brings us to our 13th one, and that is the Happy Thanksgiving Magic Kitchen Wisdom Cookbook Magic Trick. Here's what this cookbook will magic like. See this? The kitchen book? Getting against a little close, just like this. I'm going to actually pull something out of it. Let's see here. I just go inside. It's a pretty small book too. Whoa! I just pulled a carrot from the book. Wow. If you know how this is done, I'm about to reveal this secret. All you need is a regular carrot or a sponge carrot, which is what I was using for this one. What you'll need is a small book. And you can see here, this is actually a nice, it's actually not just a cookbook, but it gives off nice words of wisdom. Even reads here on the front. It has carrots on here. And it says so on the spine of it. And here's the back of the book. It is illustrated. It has pictures. Okay, what you want to do here is you're going to actually palm your sponge carrot like this. Leaving this up. You're going to hide this part into the book like this. Already, and sandwich it like this. Pull the page over like this. Make sure no carrot is exposed like this, so that you can see the front like this. Put it up, and it's like this. There's a carrot in the back there. You just give it close. Be very careful that it's not so like that. Best bet is after you do this, hold it like this. Like that. Go into the book, open it up, pick up this, up just like this, and just drag it out like this. For a sponge carrot, and just go very easily, and by magic, pulling a carrot out of a kitchen wisdom cookbook that you'll see just right here. Perfect one you could do for Thanksgiving giving, because it involves a book and your veggies. Care for a carrot? And that right there is how you do the Happy Thanksgiving Magic Kitchen Wisdom Cookbook Magic Trick. Now here we're going to get down to our 14th one. Goes into a cracker and you're going to turn it into a coin. Pretty magical with this one. And the trick I like to call the cracker to coin magic trick. Here's this cracker to coin wheel, cracker-like. You see here? I place this in here. Watch this. I'm going to actually just go like this. Going to crunch up that. I'm going to do something pretty magical with this. I'm going to actually change it into a coin. Like this. I'm going to crumple. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of time. Trying to get that coin from the cracker is pretty tough. And by magic, the cracker turns into a coin. So how did I get the coin to get made just by using a cracker? As it is, I'm about to reveal the secret. All you'll need is a gold coin. Nice and eye-catching on stat. It also matches up with my LED hat that you'll see just right here. Next you'll need is your well-known crackers for this one. So, get yourself a cracker and you're good to go. Place this, back of it like that. Hands completely empty. Place this into your hand just like this. What you want to do is going to be very fast as you crush the cracker. Like this. Very quickly. If you see the crumbles, that's okay too. Make sure that you do it really very nice and fine. Make sure you keep on doing this. Rub very vigorously. And then what happens is Make sure your coin stays into your hand. Get all the crumbs on your hand. And all you'll have left is a coin in the end that you'll see just here. And that's how you change a cracker into a coin. And right there is how you do the cracker to coin magic trick. Okay, let me see what the next one here. Here we go. Coming into our 15th one, and that is the Happy Thanksgiving Magic Mix Whip trick. Is what this mix whip will whip like. So I got my whip. Let's do some whip magic with this. Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
You mind if I help you with some baking? Here, I got my whip. But first, Mom, do you want to see a magic trick?
Yes, I'd love to see it.
Okay, watch this.
How did you do that? Seriously, how did you do that?
As it was, Mom, I made a bird appear in the whip. So how did I do this? I'm about to reveal the secret. All you need is not just any whip. It happens to be a whip that has a bird in the inside. That's in the same wire as the other wire frame that you see here. This will get drawn back just like this. I'm going to hold it and palm it like this. Let go, and it'll spring into place like this. It's kind of like a cage, basically, for the bird. From here, just like that. So from here, you're going to hold like this. Use this and flip it out. And by magic, make a bird appear in the whip that you'll see just right here. Now, very cool you can do is very self-working, very easy. There's not much practice at all. So hold the whip like that. Come to the kitchen, say I want to help bake some baking. All you gotta do is have them pay attention to this and say you want to see a magic trick. And you go like this. And by magic, making a bird appear in the inside of the whip that you'll see just right here. Cool you could do for Thanksgiving. So it involves a kitchen item. The mixed whip. The mixed whip that you'll see just right here. We're going to take a look at the bird one more time. Makes cool you could do, even for the kids as well too. Then out there has some whip action in that one. And that right there is how you do the Happy Thanksgiving Magic Mix Whip trick. Coming to our last one and our 16th one, and that is the home style magic flower frame magic trick. And so this home style flower frame will frame like this. I'll greet you at our Thanksgiving tricks table. By magic, I arrive. You see here? I got this nice flower picture frame here. And just rest onto the table here. Gonna have my hand just like this. Watch. So how to get this to do this? Is I'm about to reveal the secret. Here's what you're gonna need to make home style magic with a knit picture frame. All you need is a knit picture frame with the flowers onto it. All I just want to do is gonna attach some amount of filament onto it. Really good. You see here, so one corner and one on the other. That way this will go onto your wrist. And then you just do this, just let it rise like that. Make sure that you have the picture showing like this and onto the table. Hands are side like this. Pick it up and show it off first. Place, get ready, position your hand over it. Wave your hand, lift up very slowly as you move your fingers. And end up doing this. You can go from here. Doing that. Release it and come back down very slowly. Like that. And by magic, rest it back on the table. Take your arm out of the monofilament and present. The trick done. Get up for the flower, Thanksgiving flower picture frame that you'll see just here. And there you go, right there. All 16 tricks that you could do for Thanksgiving. For home fun, for home style, and full of warm feelings. Coming up, we've got our second installment. So please stay tuned for that. And I'll see you then. As now, let's flower picture frame this one out and get those praying hands back up again.